Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about weight loss plateaus. I'm really pleased because my weight had been a little bit stuck on the ketogenic, low carb, high fat lifestyle, and I was wondering why. It's a wonderful weight loss tool. I've lost more weight than I've ever lost during this period of time, but I was a little bit stuck, and I just thought, there's no way that I'm going to be the only person in this country that can't lose weight this way, so I'm going to keep working at it. I don't want to go back to eating carbs and being hungry all the time, so I'm going to persist. Some lots of research, and I've discovered actually one of the biggest problems that was stalling me was artificial sweeteners. They don't necessarily throw you out of ketosis, but they do cause cravings and hunger. And I did, despite doing what I thought was all the right things and keeping my carbs super low. Carbs not the only thing, that's the thing. We can keep them super low, but what happens if you're one of those people who is eating under 20 grams of carbs but still not losing weight? Do you keep going further down? No, not necessarily. My recommendation to you is watch out for the other things that are sneaking in. Artificial sweeteners for me definitely was like a switch. It was like a switch. I totally started losing weight and felt better, but most importantly my cravings just stopped straight away. The first day I didn't eat any artificial sweeteners in the form of, sugar-free sweeties or diet sodas or anything. I immediately felt better. My appetite's sunken down to hardly anything. My meals are much smaller. I'm not snacking. So I highly recommend, if you are having any kind of weight loss plateau, avoid the artificial foods, frankenfoods as Jimmy Moore calls it. Things like the Atkins bars. Atkins was a fantastic scientist. He knew what he was talking about, but he wouldn't be happy if he saw some of the foods that are being churned out now as fake foods. He knew what he was talking about, and he knew we should be eating natural foods, as close to nature as possible. These foods are fun on occasion, but if you're relying on them on a daily basis to get your sweet fix or anything like that, it's going to slow you down because it creates more cravings for more sweet foods. It throws your body out. If you want to get the appetite down to really low and the weight loss is really high, stick as close to nature as possible. On another note, protein. I wasn't being that careful with my protein. I believe that due to the artificial sweeteners, I was eating more of everything. I was definitely eating too many nuts, too much cheese, but also way more protein than I really needed. I was really shocked one day to find out that there was 55 grams of protein in a chicken quarter, which I was crikey, if I'm supposed to be keeping my protein between 60 and 80 grams or 90 grams a day, that's quite high. And if I'm eating lots of other protein, if you eat too much protein, it will convert back into sugar. I believe it's gluconeogenesis. If that word is wrong, I really apologise. I've just taken that from the top of my head. But that basically means that when we do eat too much protein, it can be converted back to sugar. But I think really the artificial sweeteners were my biggest problem, because nuts, although they're amazing for us, if we're going to eat 200 grams in one go and then have massive slabs of cheese in one go, all because of the cravings caused by possibly the sweeteners, we're just not going to lose any weight. If you're eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, our body's going to struggle to lose weight. And also, of course, if you're snacking all day, your body's not going to get really keto adapted. Keto adapted is when your body is eating 2 or 3 times a day. Some people eat once or twice a day. They eat plenty of food in that time, and then they rely on their body fat the rest of the time. If we're eating artificial sweeteners, even though there's no calories in them, but it sets us up for cravings later on, that can just really slow us down. Since I've been cutting down on the dairy and cutting right back on the nuts and the sweeteners, my weight is now starting to drop, which I'm really excited about. I hit 25 pounds today. I have never lost 25 pounds in one go, not ever in my life. I've been in the dieting world for about 20 years and I have never lost 25 pounds in one go, and that was during Christmas and during winter, so that's pretty exciting. Also, just making sure that you're getting plenty of water and just the right amount of salt. I believe I was having too much salt. I mean, there is such a thing as too much. What you really need to be doing is a moderate salt, making sure you're getting it, but not necessarily absolutely over the top. So really, nice high fat intake, keeping an eye on your protein intake, low carbs, but keeping away from what Jimmy Moore calls frankenfoods, keeping away from those things that are just full of artificial chemicals. They will slow you down. They will increase your appetite and your cravings and make you eat things that you don't necessarily want to or should be eating. And yeah, so if you have any more questions, please leave comments underneath and try and keep them kind. I'm just some girl who's just trying this lifestyle out. I don't claim to be an expert, but if you do have any questions, that can be the form of my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. See you later. Bye.